Simple. Dillian Whyte is a bum. The guy is trash, bro. I don't understand why people are gassing this man up. Dillian Whyte is a bum. Simple. There is no other explanation about it. And the reason why he's being hated and cooked upon so bad after getting stretched by an over-the-hill 41-year-old Povetkin is because he himself, he has a terrible mouth. He's been talking so much trash about all the fighters in the division. The guy is just trash, man. Let's talk a little bit about this funny guy, Dillian Whyte, and what he brings to the heavyweight division. The truth is, skill-wise, Dillian is average. He doesn't have a decent offense. His offense is average at best. His defense is average at best. He doesn't have a spectacular punching power. He doesn't have speed. He doesn't have footwork. He actually has nothing. He's an average dude at best. Let's look at his competition, his previous competition. He hasn't beaten anybody of note. He fought against Joseph Parker, which arguably is the biggest fight in his entire career. He got dropped, okay? He got dropped once or twice, I think one time. He was given a gift decision over Joseph Parker. There was an accidental head clash in the earlier rounds of that particular fight, and they scored it a knockdown in Dillian Whyte's favor. So at the end of the day, Dillian got a decision, a gift decision over Joseph Parker. Every other opponent on his resume is nothing. He fought against Oscar Rivas. Rivas put him on the canvas with an uppercut. In that particular fight, Dillian got into the fight juiced up. He tested positive for Diana Ball. He had a controversy with his gloves. A day to the fight, or rather a day on the fight night, they had switched the gloves that was inspected by Oscar Rivas' team the previous day. So there was a controversy going into that fight with the drug testing and the glove situation. But he still got put on the canvas in that fight. He fought against Lucas Brown. Tell me, that was the biggest knockout Dillian Whyte had or has on his resume. The knockout against Lucas Brown. But who the hell is Lucas Brown? Lucas is nothing. Lucas Brown brings nothing to the heavyweight division. He's just an average dude that likes boxing and is trying to make ends meet with his boxing skills. That's all Lucas Brown brings to the heavyweight division. And then Dillian Whyte got stretched, obviously, by Alexander Povetkin, 41-year-old, over the hill. Povetkin is on a decline. We could see in the first couple of rounds in that fight against Dillian, Povetkin is no longer Povetkin. Dillian got stretched by Anthony Joshua. He got wobbled badly by Helenius. He looked like trash against Marius Wack. I mean, how did this guy get to that position where people even respect him? I'll tell you guys how. Really simple. He had the backing of Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports. That's it. Sky Sports is the biggest sports broadcasting company out of the United Kingdom, right? So with that engine and machine behind him, in conjunction with Matchroom Boxing, obviously this man is going to go somewhere. He's going to be pushed. Like if Matchroom Boxing and Sky Sports stood behind me, an individual that has never boxed before, I would be a star of some sort. But let's talk about Dillian. Dillian hasn't done nothing in his entire career. The only thing he's done is complain, moan like a female, cry about, oh, Deontay Wilder is docking me 600 days. I've been a WBC mandatory for 600 days, which turned out to be a lie because the WBC came out and clarified the situation, saying he was not a mandatory. He was the #1 position fighter in the WBC ranking, which is a BS ranking, by the way, but he wasn't a mandatory. And then he comes around and says, oh, Deontay is docking me, I need a title shot. The machine behind Dillian Whyte in Matchroom Boxing and Sky Sports, just so you guys know, Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, he has the ability to control his supporters. Okay, Eddie Hearn's supporters will do anything for Eddie. I'll give you guys a typical example. If you guys remember, the hatred that Deontay Wilder currently has started off with Eddie Hearn. Once Once Wilder started calling out Joshua, oh, give me Joshua, man. I want to fight Anthony Joshua next. Give me Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn came out with many excuses. Oh, he's nobody. He doesn't have a profile. He doesn't deserve the fight against AJ. He needs to fight a person like Dillian Whyte in order to fight Anthony Joshua. That's what Eddie Hearn was saying. And then the fans ran with it. And they took it to another level. The hatred against Deontay Wilder started off with the smear campaign that began from Eddie Hearn. And it grew out of proportion. It went out of control, period. And now you think Dillian Whyte does not deserve all the hatred and all the roasting he's getting from boxing fans, boxing pundits, other fighters. Listen, man, you only get what you put into the world, Dillian. Dillian deserves every form of disrespect he's getting because, number one, he hasn't done anything in his career except being overhyped by Matchroom Boxing and Sky Sports. Number two, he ducked all the opportunities to get a title shot, even though he was crying for so-called 600 days that he deserved a title shot. Check this out. You've been crying you deserve a title shot. Next thing, one of your local rivals, Anthony Joshua, comes out and says, okay, come fight me April 4th, 2019 or 18. Fight me on the set date that we have booked in Wembley Stadium for an opportunity to get 3 world titles. Dillian Whyte turned it down. Can anybody explain to me why you will turn down that opportunity to fight for 3 titles? You're not a champion. You have no leverage. The only hype they've been putting in your head for so long was, oh, he's a pay-per-view star. He sells out the O2 Arena. Just because he's from London and he's able to bring in a huge crowd to the O2 Arena, they called him a pay-per-view star, for crying out loud. Man, the reason why Dillian Whyte is failing right now is due to the fact that Eddie Hearn and the fake Eddie Hearn supporters that claim they're Dillian Whyte fans, in real life they are not. They're just Eddie Hearn supporters. They've been lying and gassing you up for so long, bro. Dillian, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. You're a bum. I'm just being serious. And I'm not trying to be too harsh, but you haven't done anything. You don't have the skill sets to hang out with the guys on top. You haven't accomplished anything in your entire career. You've been crying for 600 days, 1,000 days. Now the day is never gonna come. You're never gonna get a shot at the title. And if you ever get a shot at the title, you're gonna get stretched because you're not good. It's just that simple.